I've just been around the drum and I can feel that the rim on this side is lower. It's lower down this way and it's higher up this side. And when I turn the drum over, it's higher here and it's lower there. So this side needs to have the more tension in to bring this part down. Otherwise we're going to get an imbalance. To get a sense of that, if you put your fingers underneath and you try and feel for the rim, and you do that all the way around, you'll notice that I can feel the rim poking through here more than I can this side. So this is the side that I'm going to work on first and try and get that feeling even all the way around on both ends. All hand tight now. Keep going around, hitting everything with mallets to get it all even. Just notice that the bottom of the drum here has moved again. It's quite, the shell of the drum's quite uptight next to the ring here, and it's quite loose there, it's far away. So if I pick the drum up and give it a knock, then we'll see that it slips back. Yeah, so it's fairly similar there to it is what it is over this side. Now you're looking for that evenness all the way around at every instance. Now just keep repeat with the tensioning by hand. It's just going to get tighter and tighter, even all the time, making sure that everything's even. So I've been pulling away and whacking with the mallet, like one hand pulling, the other hand on the mallet, for about 10 minutes here, just trying to even things up, and I'm fairly happy. I'm touching the knots, these large knots on the main hoop, and trying to feel where they are in relation to the top of the skin here, where the rim might be, and it feels fairly even as I go round on this end, and the other end one rim seems to be slightly high one side and not the other. Before I make any more adjustments, so what I'm going to do with my standing knife is I'm going to pop open this string, and then I'm going to get one of the blades out and start hacking away the skin around the edge here. I'll show you the technique that I use to do that, just so that I can reveal what the skin's looking like underneath in relation to the rim, and then it'll be clearer to me which parts I need to work on. At the moment it's all hidden. If I was skinning a djembe, I might leave this on so that I could wrap it around, or there's some funky tucking in that people do. I don't really want to be fiddling around with the knife in my hand while I show you that. Yeah, so djembes, sometimes you'll see it pulled over or tucked in, but we're going to strip this away so we can see where the knots are in relation to the skin and to the head and the rim there. Great. Okay, dokes. So I've got my standing knife here. Inside there's going to be some blades. I have just revealed the head of the drum. It's looking good. So now I just need to get one of the sharpest ones I can find here. I know there's some in here that aren't so sharp. And this is the bit where you need to be really, really careful. So let's grab that one. That is great. Excellent. You don't want to start cutting this away if you're unsure about what you've achieved. If your rims are looking wonky, don't cut this away. Wait until you've got yourself in a situation you're feeling confident that what you're seeing is how you want the head to look. Yes, the rings are going to be high, but we're going to do a little bit more tensioning once we've revealed the skin underneath, so we can get a better sense of what it is, what adjustments we're making. But if it's super high one side and super low the other, then don't start cutting away. You've got other problems you need to fix first. So the technique that we're going to use, I'm going to be pulling the skin up and making a slicing action. If I'm pushing, then there's more chance I'm going to slip and cut myself, my leg, whatever. So let's just open this bit up so I've got something to hold on to. Excellent. So this bit that I'm pulling here, I don't know if you can come around this side and just zoom in. So we're looking at this bit just here. So if I come from one of my slits, I'm pulling up on this, and let's look at my slicing action. Great. With the pulling and the slice, it's cutting quite well. The bits that I'm going to catch on are the skin, don't want that to happen, and the knots, that's okay. So I'm using the edge of this finger as a guide on the rim to make sure that I don't go into the skin, into this bit of skin here. And I've got my slicing action going on and my pulling all at the same time. So here we go. Slice, 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 and pulling all the time. That's going to make it easy for you. Slice, slice, slice. The harder you pull, the further this is going to fall back after you've pulled it, and that makes for a tidier cut. So if I just carry on a little bit more. I've just finished. I'm quite happy with what's happened. Little Bear's turned up again. I don't know if he's wondering whether he might be next or if he can smell the dodgy skin all down there and thinks it might be a treat for him. He's certainly not having it, unfortunately. So, if you look, some of the hacking's a bit untidy. I can go round and grab the blade. Oh, I don't know where I've put that. But coming in, here we go. Coming in this way, you'll find the cutting's harder, and you'll be able to feel once you're up against the hair there. It's a bit more delicate, but everything that you're working on is more exposed, so you're less likely to make a mistake. This is just an extra detail if you really care about it. So I'm quite happy with what we've got there. The rim, like I said before, is quite high. I'm fine with that because this is just all hand taught, but now I can see what I'm working on. We're going to flip the drum over and work on the other side now, do exactly the same and expose whatever that problem is that I wasn't sure about earlier, which side of the rim's higher and which is lower. I think that's lower, that's higher, but we'll see how bad it is in a second. Bye Bearsies. I've just trimmed back the loose skin, and the rim is slightly, ever so slightly lower here and higher here, and just a few hits with the mallet is sorting things out. You'll notice that I'm hitting down onto the rim here. That's not the only type of hitting you can do. Bring the drum around. You can also come from underneath and hit the rim up like that. So they're all the sorts of actions that you're going to be getting carried away with while you sort things out and just bring that back down again. So yep, to try and get it all even with your mallet, and then we're going to do some more tightening. If we come around this side, you'll see that I've got my two ends of rope matching up now, so I could, if I wanted to, have gone through there with this end. Great, yeah, I'm happy with what I can see. This rim is very flush with the knots, and the other end is higher. It's very slight, but it's something you'll notice if you care about what you're doing.